Hey guys, I am here with another video. Hope you all are in a good shape. Today I will talk about an iconic place of Karnataka of India, after the ruins of Hampi. You'll find everything you need to know to plan a trip to Badami, Karnataka in this video. This guide contains details on which cave temples to see in Badami, and what time to visit. I also tell you about other places to see in Badami. I think this video will inspire you to visit this place on your next trip. It will be amazing to see the first rock-cut cave. The stairway led to the upper cave temples, which are shining in a reddish-orange glow. In fact, the cave temples are so beautifully maintained despite heavy footfall. You may pleasantly surprised by watching great condition of the temple. Though this place is locally popularly known, but outside Karnataka, it is an offbeat place. It is very calm to explore. Let's talk about the history of Badami. Badami was known as Badami in ancient times. It features in the ancient Hindu epics of Ramayana and the Mahabharata. Badami was a demon and he lived with his evil brother Ilvala in a forest. They had devoured 9,000 men who crossed their path. Badami would transform into a goat that his brother would cook him. Ilvala would then offer the dish to a lone passerby. Sometime later, Agastya, who was respected even by the gods as a great sage, came as the lone passerby and was offered the goat dish. The sage began digesting even before the demon could begin to recollect inside his stomach, thus killing the latter. As a result, the names of the town and the lake came to be. Badami was ruled by the Chalukya dynasty between the 6th and 8th centuries. Their empire extended far beyond the Indian subcontinent, with this town as its capital. Architecture was a very popular part of the dynasty's works. Therefore, the Badami cave temples stand as proof of great architecture even today. The ASI and Karnataka government worked together and have painstakingly maintained this legendary site. Therefore, it is very easy to explore the area comfortably. The Badami cave temples were carved out of the north-facing facade of the hills that surround lake. These caves were built in the order they remain numbered today from 1 to 4. However, Cave 3 is the only one with a known construction year of AD 579. The other 3 are believed to have been carved in the 6th century. The carvings of the cave extend several meters into the soft sandstone rock. Each cave temple is a little higher than the other, as you go walking from Cave 1 to Cave 4. The caves were built as shrines for both Hindu gods and Jain saints. The Badami cave temples are a UNESCO World Heritage Site today. Now I will discuss about the first cave temple of Badami. This is the lowest of the 4 Badami cave temples. It is only 18 meters high from the ground level. There is a beautiful garden walkway to the cave's entrance. This cave features carvings of God Shiva, Goddess Parvati, in her avatars, their sons Ganesha and Kartikeya and the servant devotee, Nandi. In addition, there is a linga in the sanctum and serpent motifs along the ceiling. As a result, this cave is called as the Shiva Cave. Now cave temple number 2. Similar to the first cave, this second cave temple is also dedicated to God Vishnu. He is depicted in 2 main avatars of Trivikrama and Vamana, dwarf. There is another carving of Varha, the boar avatar which lifts Mother Earth from the cosmic ocean, in the cave. Although smaller than the first cave, this temple features the same kind of detailed carvings. 3 is the largest of the 4 Badami cave temples. It houses both Vishnu and Shiva, carvings which have been well preserved. The cave features faded fresco paintings on the ceilings. In addition to carvings and murals of gods and goddesses, there are many other depictions of mortal desires as well. The 4th cave in Badami is smaller than the 3. However, unlike the other caves, this one predominantly features Jainism. After visiting these 4 caves, you can visit Lake Agastya and Bhuthanatha temples. The Arali Tirtha is a man-made lake in the center of Badami. The Badami cave temples are on one side, and the Bhutanatha temples are at the back side, and the Shivalaya ridge temples are at the other side. You can also watch a waterfalls here, which is known as Akathangi Waterfalls. You can watch it in full glory if you visit the lake in the monsoon season. The temple complex is on the east bank of the lake. This group of monuments also dates back to the 6th century. It is a cluster of sandstone temples dedicated to the god Bhutanatha. In addition, the temple complex has steps into the lake. You can take a vehicle up to the entry gates near the lake. Alternatively, you can walk there too. Local people strongly recommend a visit to this place if you love sunset hikes. It is located on the northern shore of the lake. In other words, it is on the opposite banks of the lake from the Badami cave temples. The golden glow at sunset hour beams beautifully on the orange-hued rocks. This makes for a perfect ending to a long day after exploring the other monuments in town. You can begin the hike from the museum. It is located at the foothills. The path meanders through the ravines up to the flat hill top. In fact, it felt very similar to the canyon walk you may find in Petra, Jordan. The smaller, lower Shivalaya temple is midway up. The upper Shivalaya temple is on the hilltop and much bigger. There is another Malajiti Shivalaya temple which is even better maintained. It shows off classic Dravidian architecture. It is recommended starting the hike before 5 p.m. for the best sunset experience. It takes less than 45 minutes to the top. Spend 15 minutes at the lower temple and more time at the upper temple. Along the way, there is a crevice to a mantapa. There is a lookout from where you can admire all of Badami at sunset. Watch out for troops of monkeys at the upper temple. However, ASI guards will keep you safe. Trip to Badami, Patadakal and Aihole in Karnataka, India? It is best to visit Badami along with Patadakal and Aihole. You can even visit all three places in one day. Patadakal is a massive park of ancient temples, featuring impressive architecture and design. The complex is located on the banks of River Malaprabha and is most beautiful at sunrise hour. Similarly, Aihole is a complex of Hindu and Jain temples just 30 minutes away. So what do you think about this place? Please comment.